Anyone who is starting up a business knows that finding clients is the most important key to success. The search for clients can be stressful and will make or break your business. After speaking to many different tutors at tutorify.com, I have developed a list of strategies that have proven successful for advertising a tutoring business. The first strategy is to print business cards. Business cards are useful for those unexpected opportunities to advertise. You never know when you'll be in a situation where you run into someone who's looking for a tutor. Perhaps you're standing in line at the grocery store and you overhear a parent who's talking about how their student is not doing well in school. That's a great opportunity for you to pull out your card and hand it to them to offer your services. Your business card should include your name, your email address, phone number, and the subjects that you tutor. It's also nice that if you have a website that's associated with you, that you include that as well. A hint is to make sure that you're using a professional and simple email address, such as mathtutor101@yahoo.com. That's very simple, easy to understand, not confusing. We know what it's about, so it's definitely professional. You can easily set up an account, an email address like this if you go to a free site like yahoo.com or hotmail.com. The second suggestion is to post in your community. Print up flyers and post them in areas that parents or students are likely to see them. Some examples of these areas are a grocery store, library, bookstore, community centers, and sports centers. Students often have a lot of after-school sporting activities that they participate in, maybe tennis, hockey, or gymnastics, so a sports center is really a good place to go to look for them. Make sure that you check with the business owners first before you start posting flyers. You do not want to turn off anyone in the community. You should also ask the local businesses if it's okay if you leave a stack of your cards with them, because again, that's another way to get your name out there. A third tip is to contact the schools. The schools have the source of all the students that you're looking for to help, so that's a great place to go. You can give business cards and flyers to your local schools. I would suggest that you go in and meet with the people face to face at the schools. The principals are a good place to start. They're like the gatekeepers to the schools, so you really want to introduce yourself to them first so they can let you in and show you around. Guidance counselors are great people to contact because that's who the parents contact when their student is having difficulty. So it's great if you make contacts with the different guidance counselors, give them your information, so they can pass it along to any parents who are asking. Members of PTA are also important because they're connected to the parenting community. It's also nice if you can offer references from any past clients that you've had. This shows that you're a trustworthy person and you've done this before, so that gives them some confidence so they feel more comfortable about passing your name along. A fourth tip is to get involved with the schools. You really want to get yourself out there, get your name and face out in the public, because this is the community that you want to work for, so you want to get yourself known. You can do this by volunteering at school events or working for school-related activities. Schools are often looking for people to volunteer, maybe to read in the classroom or help out with a class project. Sporting events at the schools usually need people to be vendors at the food stations that they have or timekeepers. So those are great places to start. The more familiar you are, the more you will be trusted in that community. So you really want to get yourself out there and get involved. Another tip is to actually try and be employed by the school. One suggestion is to work as a substitute, so you can actually be in the schools working there. You don't have to commit to 5 days a week. Oftentimes the school districts allow you to pick a couple of days of the week that you're available to work. So this way it's not a full-time commitment, but you can just get your foot in the door, get yourself there. You could also try working as a homebound tutor. Homebound tutors are used for students who can't come into the school. They may be recovering from an illness and have to stay at home. So again, a great way to get yourself out there, get yourself known. Remember, the goal is to make yourself familiar and trustworthy. You want to be someone known in the community. Another tip is to know the important school dates. You should find out the key dates such as back to school night, parent-teacher conference days, and report card distribution days. These are really important to know, and you can find them on most school websites. This is the time when you should be advertising heavily. So you find out when these days are going to be, and right around that time, you should put an extra emphasis on posting flyers and getting your cards out there. The reason for this is the time when parents are making contact with the school and they become more aware of their students' actions and success in the school. So this is the time that they're going to find out that their student may not be doing so well, and that's when they're going to be looking for help, looking for tutors to improve on that. So these are just 6 tips that have been really successful in helping tutoring businesses, and I hope that you take these and find success with them. If you'd like more information on this topic or other topics, you should visit tutify.com.